Hello there, welcome to episode 34. We are in it now. I think it's fair to say that I think I'm going to continue the series at this point. So anyway, I'm going to be 3 games. It was 3 wins, the first of which was against Southampton. It was a 3-2 victory. Mario Goaltze has been in fine goal-scoring fettle. He's actually the top goal scorer for the team. You think about the array of strikers we've got. We've got Sturridge, Ongenda, Casca, to name just a few. Rooney as well, who's out for 2 months, by the way. Oh, big news. But luckily, it was quite funny. I had a moment. I just played West Brom and beat them, but I had a moment where Rooney was out and it was like, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, Sturridge. And it was just like, I've never had that sort of option before. So yeah, it should be okay. Should be fine, Ben. I don't sound fine, do I? I sound like Rooney being out is going to really affect me. We are currently 3rd in the table. I'll show you the league table just after this. Although we're going to play Galatasaray at home, which is the biggest European game in Swindon's history, you would imagine. So I was like, I'll definitely play Galatasaray. Although our last game was Europa League, I was like, oh well, the league's going well. We'll focus on that towards the end of the season. But while we're in the Europa League, I thought I might as well bring you some more Europa League. As you can watch the highlights in the background there, this was a game against Newcastle. I think this is where we finished them off. It's fair to say. Is it where we finished them off? Goaltze with the goal. I think there's one more after this. Oh, this is our first defensive mess. There it is. This was pre-patch, I should say. This was pre-patch, but it's just a lack of understanding back there. And then finally, probably our best result of the season. Obviously, Liverpool won the league last year, and Wayne Rooney got the goal. It was crossed in, and he can't really miss it, it's fair to say, because it's basically on the line. But, you know, striker's goal. Sadly, he's injured. But anyway, as I say, Galatasaray coming up next. It should be interesting. So then, where to start? I'll tell you where. Daniel Sturridge. I'm going to start playing, obviously with the injury to Wayne Rooney, I'm going to start playing Daniel Sturridge as a complete centre-forward. I usually play a false 9 in the system, I'll show you. But as you can see from his stats, he's very suited to what we're about to use him for. Aside from teamwork, but I'm not too worried about that, if I'm completely honest. So let's have a look. Usually I play this guy here as a false 9. Rooney operates in that quite well, so does Ongenda, if needs be. But we're going to put him up there with Casca behind Goaltze. So let me show you the league table before we go against Galatasaray. So we're 3rd place. Manchester United are roaring away. They're unbeaten this season. I don't feel like I've had, if you look at our form, because our Europa League's been a little bit patchy, it doesn't look like we've been bossing it, but I guess if you get rid of all the filters and just show the Premier League, I'm sure it looks quite impressive. Yeah, that's quite good actually. I'll take that. Losses against Tottenham and Everton early in the season have been the only real things to scupper our form. Obviously draws against Manchester City and Villa, which, you know, a bit of both in it really. So yeah, into this game. We've got a few injuries. Taggart's injured. One of my major issues was registering players. Blimey, wait, Ben, get it back. Okay, it's back. Was getting players to sort of fulfill positions. I've got quite a lot of defensive players out for this game because I didn't register them all. It was tricky to get players registered for the Europa League because we haven't got that many English players, and that was kind of one of the big problems. Is we've got quite a lot of youngsters who are English in the side. Contreras is a little bit tired. We could play Akapo, actually. I've not played him very much this season. But despite Contreras, again, I talk about him every episode, he is the best fullback I've seen on the game this year. And he's in the Swindon team, and I'm so excited. I don't know how long I'm going to go for, but like if he's here for a while, oh boy, he could be good. Or he'll get moody and want to leave, which is what happens on this game. So passionately say, a team such as ours should be winning this without any problem at all. Swindon are saying that against Galatasaray, who I consider to be a bit of a giant of European football. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the era that I was brought up. I always thought, like, if an English team was going away to play Galatasaray, you knew they were in for a game. It was that kind of thing. It was like, oh, blimey, that's going to be great. But anyway, you can see we're playing against team players such as Schneider, Goaltze with the corner, Manamana cleared at the front post. They've got Wellington Nem was like a hit. I don't know what it was. I think it was FM 13. In fact, that could be our question comment of the day. Did you assign Wellington Nem on his release clause for 3.5 million on FM 13? And if so, how many times did you do it in how many different saves? Because I think every save I ever played, I would sign Wellington Nem, and you could get him for 3.5 and then always sell him for about 25. It was every single time. Sturridge, Goaltze to Sturridge. Blimey, I'm reliving memories of Wellington Nem, or Welly Nem as I called him. And then Goaltze has played a little ball through to Sturridge. We haven't got replays on, so we're going to miss that one. But we get okay. Well, if I'm going to put a replay on just for their goal, Fotheringham, great save. He stepped up this year. We had a big chat, didn't we, about whether we should replace him in the transfer window. But this year, he's been doing marvellous things. And another big shout out to a player that won't get the recognition he possibly deserves, but Wellington sitting in there as the anchorman. First time I've really played an anchorman position. There he is again, cleaning up. and he has been flourishing in that role. Goaltze is at the bar. Lovely little bit of play from our front three. Goaltze is scoring a lot of goals this season comparatively to my strikers. I don't really know what to make of it. He seems to be getting beyond a lot more. I think you probably saw in some of the highlights that he's always kind of the last man to arrive, but he's always the furthest forward. He's picked up a knock as well. So we're going to have to see if we can possibly bring him off. Because I don't want him getting injured for the rest of the campaign. I don't want him missing anything, really. And he is struggling with a bit of tiredness, and Fotheringham's been beaten. Yilmaz has scored. He's a good player, though, Yilmaz. So I'm not too disappointed. I guess we're going to see the goal in 3D highlight form. Okay, here we go. It's knocked in, and it's a header. And Fotheringham gets hands. He'll be disappointed. He'll be very disappointed. And that's been quite an even first half. They've had slightly better of the game. But all in all, fairly even. Now, I've got a decision to make. What should we do? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring Zuccolini on and play Fabregas as the shadow, just behind the front two, and fail to give a team talk. So, dear. Schneider, ball in to the back post, and who's that? Goaltze. Goaltze. He's a very hotly rated Dortmund player at the start of the game, and he's at Galatasaray at this point. Schneider, it's a wonderful ball in. The keeper doesn't know if he's coming or going. That is the perfect delivery, I think it's fair to say. And Galatasaray, Fekir. He's at the post. We've hit the woodwork twice, have we not? Goaltze hit it in the first half. Fekir's hit it in the second. And with 15 minutes to go, changes need to be made. I think what we'll do is we'll bring on Gender on to play instead of Casca. And I'm also going to bring on Mike Richards instead of Fekir. Just try and mix it up a little bit. In fact, what we'll do before I make that change, we'll switch these two round because Richards is a bit more of a playmaker. So 15 minutes to go. Can we get ourselves at least a draw? Do you know, we'll go attacking for the final moments as well. We try to control the game because we've got such good passes of the ball. When you've got Fabregas and Goaltze, amongst others, on the ball, on the pitch, it's worth doing it. We've got maybe one more chance, but it's been well cleared. And Galatasaray look to be one of the only teams this season so far to have the better of us. I'm pretty sure they beat us. And actually, that leaves our Europa campaign, I wouldn't say in tatters, but we're out. Okay. In tatters then. I didn't realise St Etienne have been in such good form. So we're out of the Europa League. Well, that was good while it lasted, wasn't it? Yeah, what a somber moment. Anyway, as I say, leave your comments about Wellington Nem, the horrible man who's managed to knock us out of the tournament. We've only won one game. We're going to have to try and restore some pride in the final one. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please... I feel a bit shell-shocked. Well, we're out the... I've had cereal. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And I guess our Europa League campaign has fallen to the wayside. And it's all about the league now. It's all about the league. It's all about the league. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that's from. Oh, well. You know, live and learn. From me, that's Benji. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.